Hey everyone! Today I'm going to show you how I embroider letter L. I'm using a size 12 needle and a single DMC embroidery floss. Before getting started, I'm just going to make two very tiny stab stitches. So you basically get your stitch on the top of each other. Two tiny stitches and make sure it's secured, and then you're good to go. Right, so for this L, I normally would start from the very beginning, from here. Make a very tiny stitch first because this is very curvy. I personally think to go with back stitch it's slightly easier, and I'll do some very tiny stem stitches. So you can slightly manipulate the previous stitch with your needle. Make sure you don't pull it too tightly. So now you're slightly creating the curve. You want to make very tiny stitches in order to create this smooth, curvy line. You see this stitch is slightly, it's a bit too straight for me, so I'm going to try to manipulate it with my next stitch like that. You can see the angle of my needle. It's very important not to pull your threads too tightly. So now I'm now getting to a straighter area, so I can make my stitches a little bit bigger than before. So for this kind of letter embroidery, monogramming, you want to make sure that all the thin parts are the same width and all the thicker parts are the same width. That's very important. Now on to the second curvy part. So the angle of your needle is also very important. As you can see, I always go slightly angular. Slightly angular. Then I'm making my next little turn. The smaller your stitches, the more accurate it will be. It also depends on how big your letter is. Now we're going to start and go on to our thicker part of the letter. Now you want to start to transition your stitches from normal stem stitch to a very angular satin stitch, like that. I'm going to start right here, and then I'm going to go right into the previous stitch, like that. So you can see that I'm changing my angle now quite drastically. And then the second one goes slightly lower than the first stitch, and then I go back into it. You can see now I'm already creating this thicker effect. You always want to go very angular. I feel like I might have missed a stitch right here, so I'm gonna go back and do that. And then slowly we're transitioning back to our normal stem stitch. That's better. So you can see now it's getting from thin to thick and then back to thin. The transition part is a little bit tricky, but you'll get the hang of it once you start practicing. So I'm going underneath the thick part right here, but if you want to, you can either go over it or underneath it, it doesn't really matter. Alright, so this is how I embroider letter L. Let me know if you have any questions. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye!